Hey guys, welcome to Brilliant Perspective. My name is Clay Powers. Thank you for watching. If you are a born-again Christian, can you do me a couple of favors? First off, can you make sure you like this video? Secondly, can you make sure that you leave a comment after you watch this video? And third, if you're a born-again Christian and you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. If you're a Latter-day Saint or AKA Mormon, most likely you know what I'm about to share. According to teachings of Joseph Smith and other presidents of your church, according to booklets like this called The Restoration and other sources that you could see online, or your own sources, teach that when the apostles died, tell me if I'm right, Mormons, if you're listening. Tell me if you're right, if I'm right. Is it not true that you believe that when the death of the apostles took place in the first century, that the church ceased to exist as a whole, that had no authority to preach, teach, baptize, and go out in the authority as Christians to go out and share things? This is known in your faith, your church, what's known as the Melchizedek Priesthood authority. And you believe and taught that that was lost and stopped right when the apostles died. But you believe and been taught that Joseph Smith claimed that this was restored in 1829 through him when he had the hands laid upon him by Peter, James, and John that gave him what's known as the Melchizedek Priesthood authority. If you're still listening, and if you're a Mormon listening, or a Latter-day Saint, here's the Mormon dilemma, if you're still watching. And if you're a Christian, here's how to witness to LDS. Where do we see in Scripture, from the teachings of Jesus or the apostles, that anyone ever had what's known as the Melchizedek Priesthood authority other than Jesus? It says in Hebrews 7:24 that Jesus has an untransferable priesthood. It's him and him alone. He will never die again. He has this given authority declared him to be this Melchizedek priest, have this authority. Now, I want to challenge anybody listening. Go in the Old Testament. Other than Genesis 14, with an actual individual known as the Melchizedek priest, find a single place that anyone ever had was known as Melchizedek priest authority. You won't find it. You go to Psalm 110, it's prophetic, points to Jesus. Nowhere in the New Testament does it teach that anyone other than Jesus has what's known as the Melchizedek priest authority. Why is this relevant? Why do I call this the Mormon dilemma? Because the whole foundation of Joseph Smith and the LDS Church hinges on what's known as the Melchizedek priest authority. And if that does not exist, the whole church of the LDS comes crumbling down. So if you're LDS listening, provide something that there was a complete great apostasy, that this was lost, and that there was a need to be restored, and that you somehow can hold the keys, this authority, the Melchizedek priest authority. Help me out. Where's the Bible teach? Where did Jesus teach us? Thank you for watching.